Chicago Bears second round pick Gervon Dexter has looked pretty damn good on tape. Yes, the guy's not perfect and he still has to continue to develop, but you see some flashes of a guy who's absolutely strong, a guy who's absolutely powerful. And there's plays like this where he does a really nice job fighting through the backside block. To me, the fact that this right tackle here is trying to get out in front of Dexter and seal him off is a great job by Dexter to fight through that. He plays it perfectly. He's going to get both hands right onto the offensive tackle. He's going to push him back, get past the block. And keep in mind, this is a zone run to the left. So the running back is trying to bend it back to the inside. And had this tackle sealed off Dexter properly, I mean, look at the lane here. Look at all the cutback options for the running back. But again, you see Dexter really get there and shut down this play from the backside. It still only picked up 1 yard. But you can see that the play had massive potential to hit, maybe even for a touchdown. All right, so that's a great job right there by Dexter. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. So one of the major improvements I wanted to see from Gervon Dexter was him really use his hands. Really try to use different techniques and pass rush moves to beat a guy, and you're starting to see that a little bit. Now, it's not 100% translating into him getting sacks and quarterback hits and those type of things, but you are seeing it a little bit more. And you see it on this snap here, where as soon as he gets out of his stance, if you guys watch the right hand, he's going to chop right there, the right hand of Trey Smith, who is a Pro Bowl guard. And from there, he's going to get underneath him. He's going to get into his chest, and he's lifted up Trey Smith. Again, a very, very good guard. He's going to bull rush him. Now, Smith does do a good job. He does get the help. And ultimately, between those two guys, they do stop Dexter. But that isn't the point of this snap, right? I really wanted to just show you guys that he is developing. He is starting to use the hands. He's starting to really getting into that 1-2 combo when it comes to his pass rush. So that is something as he continues to develop and as we continue to check in on him. And as we continue to break down Dexter, you will start to see the pattern of his development. I remember back in preseason when we watched him, he really wasn't using the hands. And now he's starting to use the hands a little bit. And I'm pretty confident in about 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to start to see it really start to come together for this guy. Check this snap out. This is a really, really nice job by Dexter. He's going to get right underneath this right guard and just straight up bull rush him right back into the quarterback. And this is the type of upside that Dexter has. Now, this was the touchdown pass, but it did come back due to an illegal formation penalty. The fact that Dexter, in this play right here, can take arguably one of the best guards in the NFL. Most people think Trey Smith is a top 5 to 7 guard. And he's able to get the hands underneath him. He's able to lift him upwards. And look at him collapse the pocket on this one. You know, one of the things the Bears really need is they need a guy from the interior that can collapse the pocket. In the past, they've had pretty good outside pass rush, but they really struggled on the inside. And to me, that's part of why you spend a second round pick on a guy like Dexter, because you want him to be able to take offensive linemen and really collapse the pocket, really push these guys back. And you can see this guy has elite power. He has elite strength because Trey Smith in himself has elite power and strength. And he generally doesn't let people push him back the way you see right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. This is another really, really nice rep by Dexter. He's going to be going up against Joe Thuney, who is one of the best guards in the NFL. And he's going to absolutely beat him on this one. Now, this play ends up picking up about 1.5 yards. But you can see the power, the strength, and just how good this guy can be, especially if he's able to really put it together. I mean, Joe Thuney is one of the best guards in the NFL, and there's a reason for that. But you can see that Thuney makes good contact on this seal-off block with Dexter. And in his own right, Dexter does a great job with the hand placement. He has the eyes in the backfield into his gap. And with that, he's going to be able to push this guy back, really keep that separation, get off the block. And you see right here, he's able to get in there and make the play. This play, again, only picks up about 1 yard to 2 yards. A really, really nice job by Dexter. He has no business making this play. He's literally just containing the backside B gap. So to me, the fact that he's able to take Thuney and push him back really just shows off the elite power that this guy has. And this is part of what he can use to just continue to build and continue to get better. You got another pretty solid rep, although he doesn't get the sack or the quarterback hit. He's going to show off that power again. He's going to push back Joe Thuney, and the quarterback has to get off his spot because of that pressure. Now, I will say this, right? He doesn't get the sack. He doesn't get the quarterback hit. So ultimately, this play doesn't matter, right? In that aspect that he's not able to actually get to the quarterback. But again, It is kind of showing off that power. It is showing off what he is able to do. And keep in mind, this is one of the best guards in the NFL. You see him get his hands to the inside and try to toss Tooney to the side. It doesn't work. The rip move he throws in there also does not really work. But again, this is part of getting better, right? Understanding what works and what doesn't work. And I also want you guys to keep in mind, Gervon Dexter's only played 82 snaps so far, right? There's guys that play 82 snaps in one game. And over the course of 3 games, this guy's only played 82 snaps. So it's still a very, very limited amount of snaps that he is playing. But he has done a pretty solid job in some of these snaps. And of course, his biggest asset right now is his run defense. Also, do keep in mind, he's getting double teamed a lot. A lot of times he's getting double teamed because he's very hard to move, right? You see him on this play get double teamed. He does a pretty nice job holding on to the left guard. And ultimately, he's going to be the reason why number 53 here, the inside linebacker, is going to go free. You're going to see Dexter do a really nice job holding the double team. And with that, he's going to hold on with the right hand to that left guard. But he does let go in time so that it's not a defensive hold. But with that, because he's able to hold the block long enough, you see the linebacker go free and ultimately be in the gap and make the play. This one lost a yard. And I think Dexter was a big part of this. So that's a really, really nice job right there. And I do want to show you guys some snaps from his previous games as well. Because as I stated, he's been double teamed a whole lot this season. And he's done a good job. This one right here was 3rd and 1. And there was a holding penalty on this one. Because the guard here is going to end up holding Dexter. And to me, the fact that Dexter is able to win the block here, great job with the hand placement, extend 69 backwards. He's going to try to throw him to the side right there. And 69 is going to end up holding Dexter, and he's going to basically bring Dexter down. And that is going to be called right there. To me, that's a really, really nice job by Gervon Dexter, and it's part of what I think he brings to the Chicago Bears. And I know the Bears haven't had a whole lot of success on the defensive side, but trust me, these little things right here are going to translate. So as the Bears continue to add more weapons on the defensive side, Dexter could be a big piece of the Chicago Bears ultimately having success down the line. Check this next play out. He's going to fight through the double team block. This is an inside zone, and he's going to make the play. Now, to me, the play just gained a little bit too many yards, but he still does fight through it. He still does ultimately make the play within this. Now, this isn't a perfect play, but I do like the fight. I do like the effort to be able to get through there and wrap up and ultimately bring the running back down. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. Another pretty nice rep, although this one was 3rd and 1, and ultimately they do pick the first down up. But again, a pretty nice job fighting through the block. And do keep in mind, this was week 2. So in week 2, he isn't as experienced as he was, let's say, week 3, right? And we'll look at some week 1 reps as well. And always just keep in mind, guys get better as the weeks go on, right? As you get used to some of what the offensive line's trying to do, you get used to the different angles that guys are going to take. But still a pretty nice job with the hand placement, ultimately getting over the block right there. So that's a nice job. Not great because you do still pick the first down up, but it's not terrible. With that being stated, let's get into the next snap. Check this snap out. Watch the defensive tackle here go right into this center, and they're going to run this game where they're going to loop Gervon Dexter around. And Dexter does a nice job with the change of direction, does a nice job sailing it and really coming back around. And had the quarterback not thrown the ball away the way he does here, to me, this would have been a hit on the quarterback. This was 3rd and 6, and the Bears are taking their chance with Gervon Dexter. They're going to run the interior defensive line game, and Dexter is like 3 yards away from getting to the quarterback on this one when the quarterback actually throws it away. Now, had the quarterback went away from his very first read, keep in mind, the quarterback's going to take the ball here. He's going to take 1 step, look to his first read, and he's going to just let it go. But had he went through the progression and possibly to a 2nd or 3rd read, to me, Dexter may have gotten a little bit of pressure. So to me, it's a nice job running the game as the loop man. Let's get into the next snap. Once again, watch the power. Watch the strength, the physicality to get off the block and make the play. That's a really, really nice job right there by Gervon Dexter. I think his scouting report out of college was that he was an elite run defender, especially in college. And you're starting to see some of these flashes. Now, again, keep in mind, less than 90 total snaps this season so far. So it's not like the guy has so many opportunities to make these plays. And he is still a rookie. So the year 2 leap for defensive tackles specifically is massive. But you're seeing him flash a little bit. To me, it's a really, really nice rep right here. Overall, I think Gervon Dexter has definitely shown some flashes, and I think the potential is there. You can see this guy's strength on tape. you can see how he gets his hands into offensive linemen and how he's able to push people back. I think his biggest improvement that he'll have to make is just from a technique standpoint, really develop the pass rush technique, really develop how guys are going to try to come at him with the various angles and blocking schemes, and how to fight through every single one of these different things that NFL teams like to do. But to me, the guy's upside is through the roof. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, wanted to just do a quick check-in on Gervon Dexter after the first 3 weeks of the season. And we will follow up with the other rookie defensive tackles sometime next week. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you guys next time with another video.